What the fuck is this? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be something a little bit different today because it's not a let's play, it's not a review, it's not a playthrough. Something a bit different, a bit of a a vlog, a rant, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but um, some serious fucking bullshit has popped up today related to something that I consider a big fucking hobby of mine. Something I'm very passionate about, and obviously, if you just saw the jump cut just then, you saw the title of it, and yeah, I heard this news actually not too long ago, to be honest, about 2 hours ago from what was his name? The anime man. I saw his video and I was just like, wow, holy shit. And I feel like I don't want to make these sort of videos and do these sort of videos on my channel, but I usually say that for Twitter. Twitter is usually where I rant and do all my talking and shit like that. And I don't want my channel to have this sort of content on it, but I feel like this is something I must at least talk about because of the sheer bullshit that has cropped up. Um, Obviously, you can go see his if you want something a bit more calm, because I am fucking livid about this. I may not sound it, it's only because I'm fucking tired, right? I was hoping to spend the evening playing some multiplayer beta for Black Ops 3 and have a relaxing night in. Then I had to hear this, which, as you can see, you probably can hear some bullshit in the background, some fucking noise or whatever. I don't really care because it's like, I'm tired and don't like this video. Short notice, very short notice, so it's not going to be like professionally done like I usually do or anything like that. It's going to be a mishmash of just all of this, but the reason why I'm doing this, let's make people aware of this, because I feel like people should be aware of this, because it's going to have such a... We'll get into it, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Now, I was linked to this site, which is called Gobayano, which is, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I check it every now and again just for news and all that shit, and I was linked this about what was been going on about this sort of thing, and like I said, it's not put me in a good fucking mood. I mean, I sound calm right now, it's only because I'm throat's going because I've been so pissed off about this. But what I shall do is I'm gonna read you this article, go over a couple of points, and I will explain to you everything about it, because this is some serious fucking bullshit, and it's not usually what I usually do, because I usually say it's for Twitter, but Twitter hasn't got enough fucking characters for this, and then I usually rant the fuck on about this. But basically, what is going on is there is a trade agreement, as you can read there. There is a trade agreement involving 12 nations in the Pacific Rim that is called, as you can see there, the Trans-Pacific Partnership. And what it's basically doing is it's some serious copyright legality stuff related to certain things. And obviously it was released on a some documents were released on WikiLeaks, which I've read myself, and it's ridiculous because this whole thing, the Trans-Pacific Partnership, has been going on in secrecy. It's been going on like underneath public eye. The public has no idea about this sort of thing. It's something that could very heavily affect a lot of things. One thing in fucking particular that it's going to affect is, you can read the WikiLeaks for yourself to see the other stuff that it's going to affect, because obviously it's going to affect us so much more stuff than what I'm about to say, or the things I'm about to say. But This one personally affects me because it's related to a hobby of mine, something I'm passionate about and glad to be a part of. And basically, this is going to affect, like, the whole Trans-Pacific Partnership is going to affect the whole. Basically, it's going to affect the anime community in a very, very bad way, as you can see. I'll briefly show you a couple of things on the article, as you can see here. And the reason why it's going to affect that sort of thing is basically what it's going to do is it's going to put some serious legality issues when it comes to fan art, when it comes to cosplaying, and when it comes to doujin manga artists in particular. Which, scroll down, see if I can find some more about this. The intellectual property provisions, which is headed by the US, looks to lower what is considered criminal and increase the penalties. Basically, it's going to find stuff that it's going to lower what it takes for you to become a criminal, and it's going to increase the punishment for the crime, basically. And as it says there, yeah, I agree, punishing people who steals other works for money, yeah, punish those fucking people, because that is breaking the law right there. But this goes a hell of a lot further, which I will get into in a moment. And I think I'll link this article in the description for you to read. But I'll go over the rest of it myself now, just so I don't have to keep going through the article for you. Now, basically, what it's going to do is anybody who does fan art, anybody who's a cosplayer, anybody who does any kind of doujin manga, is now going to be, not now, but if this law gets passed, it is going to become illegal for that sort of thing, for anybody to do any of those sort of things. Even if the original copyright holder doesn't file any sort of complaint, it's still classified as being illegal. And the problem with that is it's going to lead to some serious charges. Apparently, even some as simple as creating a piece of fan art, which I do. I do create a lot of fan art myself, and obviously many other people have their own reasons for doing it. My reason is because if it's a show that I've watched and I enjoyed it a lot, and I want to do a piece of artwork related to that show or for the show, as a sort of appreciation for it. If you catch my drift, like showing my appreciation towards it. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who do fan art as well, and I think that same thing could go for doujin manga as well. But with doujin manga, it's kind of like it's taking somebody else's intellectual property, their own original work, and doing it in your own way, which can bring up a couple of legal things, and it is sort of thing is technically illegal over there in Japan. It is actually illegal, but a lot of the people over there don't really care. They're actually fine with it because it helps promote their work, and it's a sort of publicity, a form of advertisement for the original creator's work and them, the creator themselves, so they're not really bothered by it. Which I can kind of understand that being an issue, because that is kind of going on a bit of a legal area there, because you're taking somebody's original work and, you know, using it in your own way to create your own stuff and then selling it. But the funny thing is, like, a lot of people who make their own stuff nowadays originally started as doujin manga artists, and obviously if that sort of thing was illegal, some of the people wouldn't have been able to get to that point of where they're making their own stuff. But like I said, I can understand that being like a legal grey area in some aspects. But fucking cosplay, fan art, really? Because the things that they've said is that even if the copyright holder doesn't file any sort of copyright claim against it, it's still going to be going on a legal fucking area. It's still going to be illegal across all kind of bounds. And can you fucking imagine that? Do you want to know what the fucking punishment is if this law gets fucking passed? Do you not know what the fucking punishment is for somebody who has created a piece of fan art of somebody else's, like a show or a character, or if somebody is just cosplaying as a character? Fucking imprisonment and a fucking fine, a hefty fucking fine. Can you fucking hear that? Let me repeat it: imprisonment and a fine. What the fuck? I mean, I don't want to get political on this. I don't fucking like politics. I know enough about politics to get by, and I know enough about politics to see bullshit and to see what is morally questionable and what's right and what's wrong. This? No. This is fucking bullshit, is what this is. The fact of the matter is they're saying that you can go to fucking jail for creating a piece of fan art or for even cosplaying. That you can go to fucking jail for this. Like, lowering what it takes to be a criminal, but increasing the punishment for something as harmless as creating a piece of fan art or even cosplaying does no fucking harm to anybody, has no fucking damages whatsoever. You can send that person to fucking jail. I mean, as I said, I do fan art myself, right? A lot of the time. Anytime I got free time, I always do fan art. I've done a lot. I've done about a decent amount, and obviously they're all on fucking DeviantArt for you to see for yourself, right? Imagine if this law got fucking passed. I would be considered a fucking quote-unquote criminal, and so would thousands of other people. Can you imagine that? Us people would be deemed as criminals. We would be labelled as criminals. It's the same word that they use to label people who have legitimately broken the law. It's stuff that goes to the point of, like, you know, robbery or even fucking, you know, murder. They're labeling us as as criminals. Like, I know, like, all of that is different. Like, it's each one is completely different. But the word that is used to associate these sort of people is the word criminal. And I don't understand that. I don't understand what the fuck is going through the fucking mind of these people who actually passed this and have actually pushed this forward as something that might get passed as an actual law. It's this fucking place run by fucking idiots nowadays? Because it's like, why us? Like, why our fucking community? Why our community? That's the thing I have to ask, is why this fucking community? Because we get enough shit as it is. I get enough shit from people, from blind ignorance, which seems to be where this is just coming from. It's just because there's more to it than just this. Like, there's more to it. There's more of the story behind it if you check the WikiLeaks. But this is fucking ridiculous. It is. It's the most stupidest fucking thing, because this brings back memories to when that somebody tried to push the fucking law for YouTube and, like, putting gameplay videos on YouTube. Like, that was an actual thing, like, many years ago, that we fucking pushed back and told them to fuck off with that. And I hope this goes the same way, because, like I said, people who do fan art, people who cosplay, people who do doujin manga, that shit's going to become illegal to even do. And if you do that, you're going to be considered a criminal, sent to fucking jail, and have to pay a fucking fine for it. For something as harmless as that. Something as harmless as that. And just don't understand it. And it's not the worst part. I mean, as I said, the most controversial part of this is the fact that it's been kept underneath the public's like knows about it. We've this has been this has been brought up onto the surface recently. In fact, that article that I've posted is actually goes back to the 8th of August. So this is about a couple of weeks ago, and I've only just heard about it recently, and I can't find the fucking words to describe just how ludicrous bullshit this is. Of just, why target our community? That's the thing. It's like, why target the anime community and anime fans around the world? Because if this gets passed, because it's currently being worked on in America right now, and from what I've heard, they've got a couple of weeks to make a decision, and the court has got a couple of weeks to make a decision. If this gets passed, this is going to become a thing in America, and what's to say this law won't get implemented into other countries? Because that article dates back to, I think, is it October of last year? I think, was that October? Let me have a quick look, see when this dates back. No, actually, no, the article dates back to the July 30th of this year, so not too long ago, actually, like almost a month, shall we say. And it's just fucking ridiculous, to be honest. Like, the thing is as well, it's like, it's not just the fact it's gonna impact people who do those three things. The worst thing about it that it's going to impact isn't just cosplayers, isn't just doujin manga, isn't just people who create fan art like myself. It's going to affect conventions, because as you know, those sort of anime conventions are just, they're full of just fan art, they're full of cosplayers, and a lot of them are full of doujin manga. One in particular, which is Comiket, which is the largest place for that sort of stuff, and it's anime conventions won't even be a thing anymore, because they'll just all become illegal. They'll all be breaking the fucking law, and that pisses me the fuck off. That does. See, the funny thing is, even if it does get passed, and even, like, for instance, like, I live in the UK, so like, even if that law doesn't come to the UK, doesn't fucking matter to me. It still will affect millions of people within the community that I am fucking proud to be a part of. I will always admit that. It will just affect millions of people. It's something that has brought millions of people together. It's people who have had the chance to meet each other, meet new people, and just, it's brought millions of people just so many good times, so many good memories, and so much fucking joy. I know it has for me, even though I've never been to a fan convention, because it's the fucking UK. I don't know any here, let alone the time and fucking money to go to any. But those sort of things won't happen anymore. Those conventions won't happen anymore. People cosplaying won't happen anymore. People creating fan art like I do, which is something I fucking love doing, won't be a thing anymore, because it'll be deemed fucking illegal and a criminal fucking offense. Even if the copyright holder doesn't claim any sort of copyright against any of the stuff, it will still be considered a legal problem, and it can still face criminal charges for it. And they want to take away something like this. They want to take away something that has brought millions of people together, has made millions of people fucking happy, and they want to take that away. I mean, I can't tolerate that. I can tolerate idiots that spout bullshit out of their mouth, right? I cannot tolerate people who are trying to bend the fucking law to benefit themselves, to benefit whatever ludicrous bullshit that's going through their fucking mind. And as I said, this doesn't just affect that. There's a lot of other things it might affect. If you check the wiki leak, you will see for yourself that it will affect a lot more. And I can't fucking stand this. The fact that I have very little tolerance for these sort of people who try to push these laws for some bullshit. And as I said, I don't like talking politics. Because this sort of thing, it shouldn't even be a fucking thing. And the fact that I have to fucking talk about it, it just boggles my fucking mind. And the reason why I feel like I need to make this is to fucking spread awareness of it. Make people aware that this sort of thing is going on. That this sort of thing is gonna, if this gets passed, is gonna affect millions of people. Me and thousands of other people won't be able to create another piece of artwork again. Another piece of fan art again. Because it'll be fucking illegal. And a criminal offence. People who spend a long time making fan art. Like some people who spend hours. Some people like me who spend days. And other people who spend months just creating a magnificent piece of artwork. That they just want to share with the fucking world. And show their appreciation for the people who made it. That apparently is a criminal offence. That's enough to be a criminal. And the same goes for people who cosplay. They spend a long time making that stuff. And as I mentioned before, I do own one finished one half finish, and one that's about a quarter finished. Mostly because of money. Because obviously I can't make them. I don't know how to make them. I never knew how to make them. Probably learn how to online, but still. They they do the same thing. It's a similar premise, just comes from a different point of view and different angle. It's just shown in a different form. They won't be able to do that again. And just like those two in particular are doing no fucking harm to anybody. They're not doing any harm to the original creator. They're not doing any harm to the company that made them. And they're not doing any harm to any normal person or anybody in the fucking world. They're doing nothing to nobody, yet they feel like they need to lay down the law with this and label us as criminals because of it. I mean, I see on a daily fucking basis companies, be it like different companies who, be it on Twitter or whatever, they constantly show their appreciation for the people who create artwork, fan art, and the people who fucking cosplay. I mean, the amount of fan art I've created that I've heard from on like Twitter or through my email from the company who made that character and telling them they really fucking liked it. And like, that's fucking fantastic. Even though they approve of it, if this law gets passed, that would still be deemed illegal. And I could face criminal charges for it, and so could thousands of other people. And it's fucking bullshit, is what it is. It's fucking bullshit. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. I think I've gone through practically everything. Yeah. It's just fucking ridiculous. And they've got like a couple of fucking weeks to... The court has got like a couple of weeks to make up their mind about this, and it's just like... If this gets fucking passed, it's going to screw over millions of people. Not just people, but conventions as well. For no fucking reason. But the funny thing is as well, like, it's not just those three things as well. It's fan subs as well. People who create fan subs for fucking episodes. For people who obviously don't know a single fucking lick of Japanese. They have to fucking read subtitles. Like, people who create fan subs, gone out the window as well. Those will be considered illegal. And people who run AMV channels as well. They'll also be fucking targeted for this. Anything that involves copyright, anything that involves this sort of copyrighted material, be it harmless, completely and utterly harmless, will be deemed illegal and be faced with criminal charges and a prison sentence and a hefty fine. For what possible fucking reason? I don't fucking know what possible fucking reason. Because I ain't a fucking idiot. Because apparently these people who want to fucking force this are fucking imbeciles. I don't like layering insults towards people. But when you come at something, when you target something that millions of fucking people enjoy on a daily fucking basis, that brings millions of people like so much fucking joy and brings millions of people together, and you're gonna take that the fuck away from all of us? For what possible fucking reason could you want to do that? And that's why it boggles my fucking mind. That's why it boggles my fucking mind. And I don't know what else to say about it. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. And well, the last thing I want to say is, I'm pretty sure like people like me, like, you know, anime fans and part of the anime community will be up in arms about this. But one thing I do want to say as a final conclusion is that even if you're watching this and you aren't a part of the community, even if you are not an anime fan, or even if you just don't like it, I do hope that that you people who are a part of that, who aren't a part of the community, who, you know, don't watch anime, I hope that you people can actually see this sort of thing, because I hope there are at least some decent people, even if they're not a part of something, can still understand that this sort of thing, even though it may get demonized, even though like tons of people treat it as a bad thing. I mean, as I said, people within the anime community, we get labeled as many different things, you know. Guys get labeled as, you know, sexist, as misogynistic, as, you know, perverts, as fucking pedophiles, and so on and so forth, just because of something like this. And we have to deal with these sort of ridicule all the time, and everybody does. I mean, no matter what it is, you'll always deal with it. You always get some form of ridicule for the things that you do or the things you enjoy. But I do hope that there are some decent people who can see that even if you are not a part of any of this, and even if it may not affect you, to understand that this is going to affect so many people on such a dramatic fucking level, such a drastic level, that it's going to be fucking terrible, and it will lead to some serious fucking problems, and it's gonna ruin so many fucking people. So many fucking people, and they don't fucking, the people who are pushing this, they don't fucking see that. They don't fucking see how many people they're going to fucking devastate, how many people they're gonna fucking destroy by doing this. Because this sort of thing, like all of those things have done no harm to anybody. For fucking decades, people have been doing this, it's done no harm. Yet they feel like something must be done for some fucking reason, and they don't think for 2 seconds how it's going to affect millions of fucking people. So that's what annoys me, is that people can be like that and will actually do that, and they'll actually do that to millions of fucking people for no other reason than just because they want to, or maybe they do have a reason. I don't know the fucking reason, because like I said, the most controversial part is this has been done underneath the public. We've had no idea about this. It's been done in secrecy. And I can't believe that sort of thing has been going around. Like, I will defend every single day to not let this law pass. At all. I will not let it pass no matter fucking what. Even if it fucking does. I will not let it fucking pass. For this sole reason, even though there are more reasons that the more things it's going to affect. But this one in particular, as I said, is going to affect me personally on so many levels, and millions of other people. And that's why I'm not going to put up with it. Simple as that. I'm not going to fucking put up with it. And I do hope the people who watch this, or the people who watch this, people who hear this, whatever, even if you, yeah, I know this is probably a long fucking video. This is usually why I don't do these sort of videos, because they're usually extremely fucking long, and I usually go on, but I do hope you actually sit through and watch all this, and speak up about it, and try to get people aware of this, and realize the effect it's going to have on millions of people, and to do something about it. I fucking hope it doesn't get passed. I'm pretty sure millions of other people hope it don't get fucking passed, and the only thing we can do is just sit and fucking wait to hear what the so-called court has to say about it. But yeah, it's kind of annoying to do this sort of video when I'm fucking, tired. It's like, it's fucking 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm having to do this fucking video because of stupid fucking people who try to do this. And bear in mind, I'm not having a go at you people who are watching, I'm having a go at the people who are pushing this fucking law. I don't care if they get pissed off at me. You piss me off by trying to do this. By trying to censor this. By trying to censor the things that we fucking like and enjoy. Yeah, but... and that's it. That's all I can fucking say. I don't know, fucking bed. I ain't sleep on this. Because it's not putting me in a good mood. But yeah, and for once I will actually say I want to hear what you all have to say about this. I actually do want to hear what you all have to say about this. Either leave it in comment section or just fucking tweet me or whatever. But I actually want to hear what people have to say about this on the matter. And I will link the article in the description for you all to read through yourself. But yeah, tell me what you think about it and what your opinions are on this, because you've heard mine, and just leave that on either comments or Twitter, because I want to know what you all think about this. But yeah, fucking hell, thanks for watching, and bye bye.